Canelo Alvarez tells Conor McGregor that he could beat him with one hand. Conor retweeted Canelo's fight with Floyd Mayweather. He wrote, "One of the greatest performances in professional boxing this was. I landed more shots on Floyd than Canelo. I'd love another go." Canelo replied saying, "I just need one hand with you, and I don't need to throw so many punches." Conor fired back saying, "You uncooked chicken. I'll stomp the ligaments out of your knee joint. I don't even need hands to end you. I'll kick you raw pink, leave you looking like you were left out in the sun too long. Freckle arse. I will see you and we will see. Canelo is a cornflake, no sugar." Kamaru Usman in a recent interview with TMZ previews his short notice fight against Khamzat Chimaev. Kamaru said he's very skilled. He's strong, he's big, he's fast, he can wrestle, he can grapple, he can strike. He has everything. But so do I. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. Everyone feels invincible until someone pokes that balloon. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I've got a mountain in front of me that I have to scale. We'll get through that first and then we'll worry about what's next. Khamzat Chimaev shared some new training footage ahead of his new matchup against Kamaru Usman. Henry Cejudo breaks down why Kamaru Usman is even more dangerous that he took the fight with Khamzat on short notice.
So UFC 294 is absolutely on fire, man. We have another short notice. I'm not talking about Alexander Volkanovski, right? The short. I'm talking about Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is also stepping in on 11, 12 days notice. And this fight is intriguing because this is another man who was a welterweight who's actually stepping up to middleweight. Will Kamaru Usman be able to bring those level changes that he does, kind of flicker that jab to eventually catch Khamzat with that infamous right hand? Kind of like the infamous right hand that he caught George Masvidal, right? Boom, stepping across using that leg to eventually knock him out. Kamaru Usman has nothing to lose here. And guess what, guys? He's guaranteed another damn title shot. Khamzat Chimaev could shoots in, people are defending him, people are trying to do X, Y, and Z. But, you know, I was talking to Kamaru Usman so long ago, you gotta wrestle this dude. Did not defend, because when you try to defend somebody, you give somebody leverage too. You wrestle the wrestler. Defending somebody and actually wrestling somebody are two different things. So, for Khamzat Chimaev, if he's able to cover distance, create space, grab wrist, start to wrestle the legs up top, the scorpion up top to be able to punish him. Guys, as of right now, the guys that are having short notices, like there's a certain aura that when you know you have nothing, not necessarily nothing to lose, but everything to gain, that makes a fighter dangerous. And I love this man. I think UFC 1094 for that reason has probably become the best card of the damn year, because you know why? Because the best are actually fighting the best.
Kevin Holland rips Paulo Costa for pulling out of the Khamzat fight.
I tell you what, everything you got going on is definitely flyer than what Paulo Costa got. How the are you having elbow surgery when you're fighting one of the most dangerous opponents you've ever fought?
Where do you get that from, STD? What happened?
Man, I guess he's been over there rubbing with his elbow.
I don't know, man. That was weird. How's he gonna fight?
I have no idea, bro.
There's no way.
I'm frustrated as
Darren Till believes Khamzat Chimaev is going to ragdoll Kamaru Usman. In an interview with the Schmo, Darren said, "I love Khamzat. God bless him. Usman's got balls, but I just think Khamzat is going to run over him. I do. As much as I'm his friend, I'm his biggest fan, Khamzat. I think he's going to run over Usman. All respect to him. He is the GOAT, but yeah, I think Khamzat is going to ragdoll him. I do. Sorry to say." Renato Moicano believes if Khamzat Chimaev can get Kamaru Usman to the ground, it will be a beatdown, and Khamzat will TKO him. As always, go subscribe to our friend Renato's channel. Links in the description.
You remember the Kobe Covington fight? They didn't shoot for takedowns. They didn't engage on the clinch. It was a striking match. And I think that fight is going to be the same, because it's going to be very hard for Usman to take Chimaev down. Very hard, because he's a very good wrestler, he's younger, he's powerful, and I think Khamzat Chimaev has more power and more athleticism than Usman. So I think it's going to be a striking match. That's what I think. And if Khamzat take Usman down, it's going to be a beatdown. That's what I think. If he can put him on the ground and control him, it's going to be a TKO. If not, they're going to fight on the feet, and I think Khamzat will rely on land a heavy shot and to hurt him, Usman is a beast. absolutely ultimate respect for him to take this fight like that. And remember, that's not going to be in 170. This is going to be middleweight, and Dana White said the winner of the fight will fight against Sean Strickland, and 100% the winner of the fight will be the favorite against Sean Strickland, okay? So I'm very interested on the fight. I am picking Khamzat Chimaev to win the fight. And I am a fan. I like Khamzat. I like his style. I like the way he talks. He knows how to sell, and people are attracted to his charisma and to his personality. So I think he will be good for marketing and for UFC in general, okay? That being said, Khamzat Chimaev, maybe decision. If he take him down, maybe a TKO.
Back in August, UFC welterweight Daniel Rodriguez was pulled from his fight against Santiago Ponzinibbio due to testing positive for a banned substance. Today, D-Rod was suspended for 6 months by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. He will be eligible to return to the octagon in January. Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith call out Ariel Helwani for biased commentary at the Misfits boxing event. On the Believe You Me podcast, both Bisping and Smith think that Ariel made it obvious he was rooting for KSI.
What did you think of Helwani's commentary? Listen, I know he's on the payroll from KSI, but my God. I mean, talk about, people say that I'm a biased commentator. Ooh.
Man, my man Ariel was acting like, those shots to the back of the head were like fight-ending sequences. I was just like, what? Yeah, I get it. Like, he's kind of rabbit punching, but they're not hard. And it's because KSI keeps jumping in and he's trying to punch him from the clinch, but KSI is like hugging him so tight that he can't get to his. I get it, like we do that sometimes too. The difference is we're like, that's just part of fighting. Like if you turn your head and you take a shot to the back of the head, that's kind of your own fault. So don't be a and take it to the face.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to the back and forth between Gordon Ryan and Mark Hunt. The first one's from William. It says, yeah, sure, Gordon. Let's stop drug testing in the UFC so everybody can look 20 years older than they actually are like you do. The second one's from Leg Break MMA. It says, Gordon Ryan is a real clown standing behind Logan. And the final one says, Gordon should fight Mark without steroids. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.